Good evening, everybody. Just double checking to make sure that my audio is actually on this time. It is. I'm good at this, I promise. Good evening. Welcome to Chromatic Chimera, where everything's made up, experience points don't matter, and tonight we are a group of wholesome, happy princesses here to make new friends and overcome challenges. So I'm going to allow everyone to go around, briefly introduce themselves and their princess before we get this show on the road. And we will start with Alex.
Hi, I am Alex. I will be playing the princess whose real name is Beatrice. And the princess will be the first she/her character Alex will be playing on stream. Bless you, that's all I've got.
Ran.
Hello, everybody. It's me. It's Ran. How are you? I'm fine. Thank you for asking. I'm playing Lila Ken, the Lycan princess. And I'm ready to tell you more facts about Lycan. Because last time there was too many puns about Lycan and not enough Lycan facts, and I'm about to rectify that mistake.
Yeah, they were not liking it enough.
Get out of here. Get the heck out of here. Ryan.
Oh, hi there. I'm Ryan. You may know me from Chromatic Chimera, which is where I live, playing Gray the Tiefling Warlock. Tonight I will be revising my role of Gentleman Princess, also known as Baxter Barncroft, and he is ready to bring the tea.
Sam.
Hey everyone, I am Sam. I go by they, she, and tonight I will be playing, once again, Pastry Princess, who goes by they, them. They come from the land of, not that Candyland, and I am very excited to be back here with my animal companion, Sticky Buns, and my giant, massive pie cutter sword.
And finally, Boshi.
Me. Hi, I'm Boshi Adams, they, them for myself. And tonight I am debuting a new princess. Her name is Bree, and she is the macaroni and cheese princess. And she will be riding around on her wonderful 6-foot-tall Cheezosaurus Rex. And she's 5 years old.
I love her so much.
Like,
I love her!
Yeah, it's gonna be awesome. And for those of us here, I already put the character sheet in Discord, so if you want to see that, please.
All right, so a few things before we get into it. This is a family-friendly stream tonight. The Excellence is a family-friendly game at the request of the publisher, so we're respecting that, so we are going to do our best not to swear, or keeping, sexual themes out of it. No gore, violence is very, very minimal. We try to keep it as family friendly as possible here tonight. So we ask that you also respect that in the chat and keep things PG in the chat. So we would very much appreciate that. So tonight our episode starts again in Awesome World, where all of the princesses live, all of our excellent princesses, and all of you are putting on a comedy play together. So it's dress rehearsal night, and just to make sure that everything's ready for your show tomorrow, you've invited some of the citizens from your realms to come and watch your dress rehearsal so you can try out some of your jokes. Make sure that your timing is good, make sure the jokes are landing and that they're funny, and you just want to put a smile on people's faces. So we're starting off in the theater tonight, in Theater Kingdom, where everyone pronounces it theater.
Theater.
So you're at
Theater.
theater. You're at one
Yeah.
of the many stages in Theater Kingdom. Theater Kingdom.
Theater.
Theater Kingdom. So I will
think it's
let you
pronounced
all
theater.
set the scene. Tell me what your comedy play is going to look like, who you've invited to come watch this dress rehearsal, and if you're wearing any costumes or playing any characters, feel free to describe those as well.
Oh gosh.
Oh, geez.
I mean, pastry princess would almost certainly be hanging out by the craft services table or whatever.
I would be somewhere in the back, just kind of sitting, eating, and in my my onesie. Which, just so everyone knows, is pretty much a Cheezosaurus Rex onesie.
Does it have a hood?
Yes.
Bee Princess is probably hanging out in the orchestra pit, and is part of the pit, part of the orchestra instead of actually acting. And she's wearing her usual bee dress that's yellow, black stripes, and of course the only person that she would have at the dress rehearsals, her mother, Bee Linda, who had the driver to dress rehearsal, of course, because Beatrice doesn't have her license yet.
Beatrice can't fly with wings like a bee. Okay. Lycan Princess is definitely on stage and is definitely part of the crew that deals with lighting and everything. They do not act, but they do carry heavy things around. They are the grip, and they are also extremely supportive of everybody else. So anytime anybody needs words of encouragement, that's where Lycan Princess sort of pops up and is like, "You got this. Good job."
Pardon me, tea went down the wrong way. The Gentleman Princess is currently outside trying to drum up some interest in the play. Currently, he has his best friend, the little Scottish Terrier, Bertram, Farnsworth, Pendleton, Carmine, Barncroft III. He's got a little sandwich board kind of over him, and he's waddling about, trying to get people interested in coming to the theater. And he's got cups of tickets and, trying to get people to come, and it's for a good cause, and it's just cause.
So is anyone actually acting in the play, or are you all just kind of helping? And there's someone there's a different group that's going to be acting and putting on this play.
I don't think I'll be able to do that.
Oh, I'm sure you could do anything you wanted if you put your mind to it.
I mean, maybe, but everyone else is so much taller.
If we all work together and cooperate, we can achieve anything.
Like making me tall?
Yes.
That's what your giant 6 foot tall macaroni and cheese lizard is for.
Well, he's out in the audience.
But what if we bring him together and make you as tall as he is?
Maybe we could both be in the show.
I don't know. That's nervous. That makes me really nervous.
Oh, if you don't want to be, that's okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly.
I'd rather help out in the back. I think that's going to be more fun.
Bee Princess jumps out of the pit, and much to everyone's surprise, she has a pair of Doc Marten style combat boots on.
Nice.
I find that these help. If you want to wear them, they do at least give you an extra inch or two.
Oh, those are big boots.
Now, Gentleman Princess is indeed in the play. However, he is not one of the main characters. He is cast as a dinosaur, a T-Rex, if you will. Yes, quite.
And
We need a laugh track.
are you sure? Are you sure you're not supposed to be the Bee Rex, Gentleman Princess?
Maybe next time, but I'm pretty sure today it's a little farther down the alphabet.
And Lycan Princess is in the background, so I don't know what the stage is going to be, but there's already been mentions of dinosaurs. So there's trees and things in the back. And she's making sure that realistic drawings of lichen are all over the trees. And also like spreading lichen on the ground on the stage and being like, if we're going to have a rainforest, it's got to be realistic, because you know what? No matter if you flub your lines, gentleman princess, no one will care, but they will care about the realism. And she just like scatters more lichen on the ground.
Are these slippery? And she's gonna poke at one.
No, lichen is not slippery unless wet.
Okay.
Well, if we're worried about people slipping, I've got plenty of honey. Tips like crown over and honey comes pouring out of it.
The only other person I've ever seen do that is, what's the bear's name? Saying
Oh, that's Sticky Buns.
Yeah, Sticky Buns, the waddling, inert
This is like
bear of honey.
This is like the primo honey stuff though from Bee Princess. Like, no offense to Sticky Buns, but I mean, you know, his stuff is just nothing compared to that.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
I think Sticky Buns is quite delightful and think they're delightful.
Aw, well, thank you. I think odds are Pastry Princess maybe was in the play at some point, but the costume department got really mad at them because they were always getting food and like powdered sugar and jam and peanut butter and stuff all over the costumes. And I say this as somebody who has done costumes in theater before. Don't eat in costume.
Do not ever eat in your costume.
But,
I have
yeah.
a feeling that Gentleman Princess's T-Rex costume. We've all seen those like inflatable T-Rex
Oh my God,
costume.
yes.
It's literally just that with a top hat on it.
Does it have a monocle?
It does. It's attached to like his little claw, so he can like pull it down if need be. It kind of pulls down and then comes back up.
Perfect.
In the corner, Bree is gonna start trying to make similar boots that she was just shown out of macaroni, and then
So-
she'll put them on, and they'll be like 2 feet taller.
So, does anybody
This-
actually know what this play is about?
No. The only song I have right now is Flight of the Bumblebee.
Oh, I think it's a comedy of errors about, you know, the life cycle of the dinosaurs and stuff.
Oh, okay. Fascinating. Then
Yeah.
we can get into how important the ecosystem is and how lichen survived even a meteor blast.
Oh, wow, really?
Wait,
They are
are
an
we killing
indication-
dinosaurs?
No.
No, it's a comedy of errors about meteors meeting dinosaurs.
Oh, okay. Yay!
So some of the other actors arrive and they all take their places on stage, and everyone's guests start to trickle in to watch. And some of you may notice that the people coming in look kind of bummed.
I'm gonna walk up to my mother, Queen Belinda.
Yes.
Mom, why is everyone so down?
Oh, I don't know. Oh.
I would like to go out into the main stage and because my heart is supportive, my heart word is supportive, I would like to make a rousing speech
Okay.
to get these people going. I'm like,
To get the
I
actors
noticed-
going.
no, to get the audience going. Everyone's
You're
all
gonna,
bummed
like,
out.
MC us?
Yeah, I'm gonna MC the audience. I'm gonna be like, hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome, thank you for coming. And then
You
just go
get,
into
like, you just get like some grumbled like, oh yeah, it's good in response.
oh, where are you from?
Yeah. Here,
Theaterland?
awesome world.
Awesome world. Okay. But can I ask you a question? You don't have to answer me if you don't want to, but
Are you talking
seem
to
a
just
little-
everyone? Or
yeah, I'm talking to everybody. Everybody's mumbling and I'm like, you guys seem a little bit down. I was just wondering, what's got you bummed?
look at each other and look. You hear some like mumbling, like people just talking to each other, overlapping, and eventually they turn their attention back to you and just kind of.
You should be happy. Bee Princess is gonna jump up and do the arms up, spread out in a Y shape.
Freeze frame.
Freeze frame, kind of like the little happy jump.
Gentleman Princess is going to send his Scottish Terrier out to try to get people to cheer up a little bit, and he's just like, now remember, you need to help them get better because you're a Scottish Terrier, not a melancholy. Yes, twice.
I hate it.
I love it.
Lycan Princess leaves because everyone's bumming her out, and she feels like it's time to not be around all these punes.
Bee went so down.
I know. Maybe some snacks will help cheer everyone up. I'll start seeing if anybody is hungry. We got all these, like caramel covered popcorn and chocolate covered popcorn and lots of candy. And I made some cookies, and I'll try and hand them out to anybody not in costume.
That's important distinction.
What about
Not in costume.
I want a cookie.
Man.
Oh, here you go. What kind of cookies do you like there?
What kind do you have?
Oh, we got lots. I got chocolate chip. I got chocolate chip. I got s'more cookies. That's cookie with some graham cracker and chocolate chips and marshmallow in it. That's one of my favorites. I got some snickerdoodles if you like the snickerdoodle. And I'll just keep going. Sam doesn't want to take up too much time, but I will.
And like Bree would just be like, "Oh, I want all of them."
Oh, I'll just give you like a big stack of like just a big cartoon stack of different cookies.
You know what I find helps me when I'm down? Bees!
Please tell me you haven't like unleashed bees upon the audience.
Is it like every time you do that, do bees fly out of your sleeves?
Bees fly out of my crown because my crown's just a big beehive.
I love it.
And and when the bees start coming out, the flight of the bumblebee just starts playing.
This is amazing.
every time I say bees and the bees start coming out of my crown.
I love it. Oh, well, maybe we should get the show starting and maybe, some good old quality time at the theater will cheer everybody up.
I think it's pronounced theater. I
No, I'm pretty sure it's theater, which is hard to say in this accent.
Maybe that's why they're so bummed, is because they can't pronounce the name of the place.
Okay, I see. Well, if that's the case, maybe we should have Linguist Princess come by and help everybody because,
Ooh.
They're useful at lots of different things.
Theater?
Language is subjective.
Theater.
Purely governed by
Theater.
fictional and fictitious rules.
Theater.
Theater.
Theater?
Theater.
Well, if we all work together, maybe we can cheer everyone up if we all work together.
Cookies.
That's true.
Do you want me to nail some boards together and make another tree? I can do that. Do you want me to spotlight you while you sing? I can do that.
Ooh, I do have a musical number in here. Flips through the page.
While you
yes.
all are discussing, you see the lights start to dim as if the show is about to start.
Oh. Tech Princess is really on cue.
I'm totally not in here. Why am I still on stage? Yep. And she runs into them back.
You all either take your seats or go to your places or head backstage, and the play begins, and it's like just a lot of dinosaur jokes kind of just woven in there. Like there's some puns and jokes, and the people on stage are like, "Oh, well, what do you call a sleeping dinosaur? A dinosaur." And
This play was doomed from the get-go.
Oh my god.
What came after the dinosaur? It's tail.
Oh.
And it's just like not even a giggle from the audience. Everyone's just like just staring, kind of sad, kind of bummed. Just
Who
So-
had script approval on this?
So after having like 30 cookies, Bree is gonna be starting to get extremely hyper, and she is going to like pull down her hood so like she has like the Cheezosaurus Rex head like right in front of her face, and she's gonna just start like acting like she's a dinosaur trying to play around with this, but she's not gonna see where she's going, and she's gonna end up walking out on stage and like, and like just walking around by the trees, like stomping. Mind you, she's 2 feet taller because she built the boots out of macaroni, so she's like maybe a good like 4 feet tall, or like 4.5, 5 feet tall now, like walking.
amazing. The people on stage are getting a kick out of it, but the audience is just like, meh.
I'm gonna just cue the orchestra to smash cymbals, try and make things exciting. every time Mac and Cheese Princess crashes into something, just
She'll be like, and kicks over a tree. Like one of the little ones.
At that point, Gentleman Princess kind of signals to the back, and about 5 or 6 other people dressed in similar costumes come out, and they start singing because they're the Tyranno chorus.
I liked it.
Lycan Princess doesn't understand why she says yes to all these projects. It's just overwhelming, and these people have no appreciation for true comedy.
Oh my goodness. After a while, the people in the play can tell that this is just not going well, and they close the curtains and start talking amongst themselves. And they're like, what's going on? Like, my mom told me that this was so funny when I tried it out on her yesterday. And yeah, they're just chatting with each other because they can't understand like why all of a sudden no one is enjoying their play.
What's going on? Why do we close?
Oh, no one seems to be laughing. No one's even smiling.
That's not
Well-
good.
This seems to be a problem outside of the realm of our play, because this material, and she like slaps a rolled up script that she's been holding, is gold. Not
Sounds
as
like
gold as the honey that comes out of Bee Princess's hive, but
I know. Like, I thought our joke about, sleeping paleontologists and lazy bones, I thought that was great.
it was spot on. And even though paleontologist Princess approved it as a joke too.
Perhaps this is a job for Investigator Princess.
Where is she?
I think she's on a case.
Oh,
She's always on a case.
I mean, that makes sense.
Maybe
you know
we can
what?
help her out.
Yes, I think Pastry Princess is right.
Yeah, if we all work together, maybe we can figure out just what is going on here, and maybe even cheer a bunch of people up. Wouldn't that be great?
I want to head outside and take a look. Maybe it's like raining or something now, and just like the weather's got everybody down.
So you head outside, and there are people hanging out outside as well. Not everyone is in the theater. There's some people just walking around, but you can see that a lot of these people aren't smiling either. A lot of them are very just bummed out.
If I look around, do I see anything like sad happening? Is there like a sad clown hanging out on the corner, messing up our groove?
No, it's a beautiful day out. Birds are singing. You even see someone giving away free balloons.
Oh, and everybody's still sad? Is the person with the balloon sad too?
They seem to be okay, but they're not understanding why people aren't taking the free balloons, or when they do, they're not happy about it?
I
If
think
I
I'm
catch
gonna.
their eye, I'm just like,
I think I'm gonna call Serotonin Princess. Maybe she can help us.
That is the
Um,
most specific princess name.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
Sorry,
And I'm here for it.
I mean, if she was real, I would ask her to come hang out with me all the time. That's all.
Right?
All right. Okay, well, if they don't want free balloons and they all seem kind of bummed out and it's a really nice day out, something bad must be impacting these people. Because why else would you be miserable in awesome land when you got to see such an amazing play?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Well, how do we find out? Nobody seems to know what's making them sad.
At this
not
point,
even-
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Not even Mum knew.
And at this point, as Bree's coming out, the Cheezosaurus Rex follows her out and like lifts her up onto his head, and so now she's like 6 feet up higher than everyone else.
Oh.
I don't. Does she see anything around that seems out of place up that high?
Besides what's already been described, not entirely. There's nothing super unusual going on besides the fact that no one's smiling.
I don't get it. Why is everyone so glum?
Maybe, as my Uncle Tusker told me once in a chat, maybe there are clowns about. It gets the really like that really, I'm suspicious face, the squinty eyes. Clowns about.
Clowns?
Oh, I didn't see anybody like that.
Do you have a problem with Clown Princess and her friends?
She kind of scares me.
I mean, not all of us enjoy the same things, Bee Princess, but that's no reason to dislike one princess and her friends more than any others.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Because not everyone likes bees. Because some people get stung and then they have an allergy or allergy, and it's not good.
Personally, I'm terrified of bees, but you know.
Pulls Buzz, the big bumblebee, a little closer. It's okay. He didn't mean that.
It's not that I dislike you, it's just that it's scary.
What do you think, Cheezosaurus Rex? And the Cheezosaurus Rex is gonna look around, just shrug. I don't know what's going on. We gotta do something though.
I don't know. The theater didn't cheer them up.
Yeah, I know. That's.
Theater.
Is there like a big gloomy cloud somewhere that would just like be like, here is the source of the sadness?
You do see some clouds off in the distance that look kind of dark, but they're not super close. But as you're looking at the sky, you do see a bunch of balloons just start to float off into the air.
Oh no! I'm gonna send Buzz to try and save balloons.
Oh, so all the balloons go away.
Oh no.
Do I get to?
Yeah.
Oh,
No,
sorry.
I'll say that Buzz is able to grab them and collect them and bring them back down to you.
Oh yay! Good job, Buzz.
Yay, go Buzz.
Yay, Buzz.
Is the balloon distributor still around?
Still there.
Do they still have balloons?
Nope.
Oh, they lost them.
And so, yeah, Lycan Princess walks over to them and is like, how come all the balloons floated off?
Doesn't matter anymore.
Oh no.
I'm just gonna go home.
I have a question
Oh.
for you.
Yeah.
When specifically did you start to feel this sad?
Just a few moments ago, I guess. It's almost like
Abby, we can't hear you.
She's not. I don't.
just
think she's
a few moments ago, I guess. It's almost like someone stole my smile.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Wait. When you say someone stole your smile, can you literally not smile? Here, ready? Can you do this?
Oh.
The balloon
Oh.
guy shows you his teeth, but it looks very forced. It's definitely not a true smile. It's just like, eh.
Oh, it's every smile I ever take with my family. Yeah, I got you. Extended family, mom, if you're watching, I was just kidding. Okay.
Love you, Mom.
Right.
Okay, and so Lycan Princess is like, hey everybody, it looks like someone's going around bumming people out by stealing their smiles.
Oh, well, that's not very nice.
Did you see anybody try and steal your smile? Balloon person whose name I've never asked?
Oh, I'm just Mr. Balloon Guy. It's okay.
Well, Mr. Balloon Guy, I like you and I like your name, and I want you to. I want to tell you that you're doing a great job, friend. But also, did you notice anybody around when you felt like you couldn't smile anymore?
Well, I did see someone that I've never seen before. He had kind of crazy white hair, and it looked like he was maybe wearing a lab coat, like a scientist.
Oh.
Oh.
Scientist princess.
No, it wasn't Science Princess.
Oh.
You know, experimentation without consent is not a healthy practice.
It's
This
highly unethical, right?
Exactly. So if this person in a science coat is trying to figure out what happens if people don't have their smiles anymore, we need to stop him, because unless you signed up for something that traumatizing, you shouldn't have it happen to you.
I don't want to lose my smile.
No, I don't want you to lose either. I appreciate you caring about me.
And so, yeah, Lycan Princess does a whistle, which I'm not going to torture anybody with it. And Snip Snap lands on her head, and she's like, "Okay, Snip Snap, this is who we're looking for." And Snip Snap tweaks their head and does a little tweet of the golden finch, as we describe senior scientist and whatever Balloonman said.
Dr. Scientist.
Yeah, Dr. Scientist. Princess Dr. Scientist. And was going to try and send Snip Snap out to see if they see this person around Theaterland.
Okay. So Zip Zap is gonna take a look around, and Zip Zap flies, right?
Yep.
Okay.
Snip Snap.
Oh, Snip Snap, sorry.
It's fine. Zip Zap, Mip Map, Nip Nap, whatever. It's cool. They're all the same. It's not my bird.
Hip Hap.
Yep.
All right. Snip Snap flies up into the air and kind of circles around, and again notices that big dark cloud off in the distance. And they do see someone that matches that description heading towards the area where the cloud is, and they're meeting up with some. You can't really see the Snip Snap can't really see them or make out the shapes distinctly, but it looks like some small creatures, maybe on four legs, not moving entirely naturally, so maybe not.
It's the Frown guys. I know.
Just not entirely natural movements.
Right, I got you. So Snip Snap comes back and tweets at Lycan Princess, and she's like, "Sometimes I wish my class came with Speak with Animals, because it gets really confusing. We're supposed to go that way though." And she points towards the gray cloud, and she's like, "The lab coat person, I'm not going to call them a princess, because no princess would do something this mean.
It's super mean.
Is this way. Let's go."
Okay.
Well, I would say, Lycan Princess, you've done a really good job. You'd make the likes of sleuths like Nancy Drew Princess very happy.
Yes, because as we all know, that is the superior detective princess, and her sub people that yeah, I don't like the Hardy Boys princess. It's not. I would have to say that it takes 2 of them to equal 1 of her, and it's just really difficult. You know what I mean?
They don't even come close. Nancy Drew Princess is the best
Yep.
at the investigations. Only on par with Investigation Princess, of course, and maybe
Of course.
Sherlock Princess.
Right, exactly. But
Sherlock
let's,
Princess kind of mean to him.
yeah, we don't need to go into Sherlock Princess's problems based solely on Sir Conan Doyle Princess. Let's
It's not
move
nice
on.
to talk about princesses who aren't here.
It's
mean.
true,
true.
but the Hardy Boys princess, both of them, can go fly a kite.
Those
And Nancy
guys.
Drew can solve the crimes.
I like kites. I like to
that
fly when they're
kite.
shaped like bees.
Gentleman
So-
Princess, will you sing us the song while we walk? Let's go fly a kite.
I
In
believe
terms of service,
that's
princess
probably-
wouldn't like it.
yeah, that's
All right,
copyright.
Copyright Princess got me on that one before. Yes.
Okay. I just, your rendition is so beautiful, that's all.
One
Bree,
strike, shame on me. 2 strikes. I'm gonna take down my channel.
Bree is going to make a kite out of macaroni and start flying it off of the top of Cheese's Horse Rack.
Fly it off of Cheezosaurus Rex.
Yeah, like just a kite made of macaroni and cheese.
Okay.
That is the heaviest kite that I've ever seen fly.
It
Yet
does it
somehow,
though.
with the power of Awesome World, it works.
Yep, exactly. Physics, ha!
What are physics? I have a book
Pretty
on
much.
botany, or it's called Botany 101. I don't have a book on this thing called physics.
Wow, we should trade notes because my book, Baba Yaga's Handbook on Herbs and Spices, would probably go pretty good with your book.
Ooh. Teamwork, cooperation, yay!
Yay!
Raises arms, beast come flying out of the honeycomb.
And I'm just like, ha, yay! Oh, oh, oh.
I know.
Oh my god.
So as you begin walking and leaving Theater Kingdom, you just see that people around you are starting to become more cheerful. You don't see as many people looking so glum. However, you know what? I'm gonna have everyone make me a book check.
Book check.
Oh, book check.
Knowledge,
Okay.
because you need some knowledge.
So I have to hit a 2 or 3, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
All right. I haven't played this before. I got a 3.
Rolled my
Like and Princess rolled a 7, so she failed.
And same with Bree, Mac and Cheese Princess. She rolled a 6.
8.
I rolled a 4.
Tree.
So Bee Princess is the only one to notice,
Hmm.
but everyone else, when you fail in this game, you get a lesson. So you can all, you each get a lesson. So that's 4 lessons that you can just hold on
Do you want me to
to
keep track of lessons again? Or...
Yeah, that would be great. Thank you.
Cool.
Do you fail if you hit your crown number?
No.
Okay, because I rolled an 8, which is my crown number.
Oh,
I
then,
thought,
yeah,
isn't
you
that
just
like a
have to
crit?
say that you roll your crown.
Yeah.
So you succeed if you roll your crown. So that's
So
3
we got
lessons.
3 lessons. Okay.
And,
Do we want to name? Do we want to name our lessons
Yeah.
like we did last time? Okay.
Yeah, go ahead. If you would like to name your lessons, you are more than welcome to. You do not have to, but it's fun.
I almost feel like we're all gonna get the same lesson because we all just couldn't see it.
Everyone learns lessons in different ways.
Learning
true.
is important. Don't disregard the learning from books. Okay, that's my lesson.
Don't conduct unethical psychological experimentations without
Lesson number 2: don't
informed
conduct.
consent.
Yeah. Okay, this is a little bit of a long lesson. I'm gonna have to ask you to maybe shorten it just a little bit.
Well, if it's all we all got to learn our own lessons. I
Right.
don't know.
And
I know.
remember, you can use these lessons later to not roll for a check to automatically succeed. And these are community resources, so you do have to agree to spend lessons.
And I presume Breeze is you can't figure out how to find someone with a macaroni craft guide as your book.
So, Bee Princess and Gentleman Princess, you notice little, what look almost like small cows running around, but mechanical. Like they're mechanical cows. And they're running around and going up to people who are having fun, enjoying their day, and doing things that just would kind of be a bummer. They're running up to people and zapping their ice cream so that the scoop falls off the cone and onto their shoes.
What a bunch of meanies!
They're running up and zapping flowers to make them wilt.
That's where I would notice there's something wrong. 'Cause my book's about flowers because bees need flowers, and that's where I would be like, oh, wait a minute.
So there's like 4 of them, and they're just running around causing mayhem and having fun, just doing it.
These are mean cows.
Do they make any sort of noise when they're doing it?
Little mechanical moos.
I like to think it's like, they have those little things that when you turn it over.
Yes,
it
it's
goes,
like that.
Oh, my bees are telling me they're really sad because those mean cows zap the flowers, and well, bees need the flowers.
Those cows are messing with ecology and nature at the same time. Oh no, that's not something that Lichen Princess can abide. And Lichen Princess Naruto runs towards the cows with their walking stick behind them.
Okay.
Bee Princess will be like, wait for me! Big boots slamming on the ground as she runs forward, reaches into the beehive on her head, pulls a bee out and gives it a light squeeze, and like a sword comes out where the stinger would be.
Creepy, like biological weaponry. Bee Princess.
I was looking at a lot of She-Ra stuff when I was designing Bee Princess, and I was like,
Beera.
Beera. That's Beatrice's older sister.
Oh my gosh. So good.
And then I picture Breeze just on Jesus starts practicing, just running along, leaving like a trail of cheese behind him.
Gentleman Princess is going along. He's got his cane and he's just kind of spinning it, and then he just kind of takes his sword out because it's a sword cane. He's just kind of spinning it as he walks towards these cows. He's like, normally I let bygones be bygones, but this is utterly repulsive. Yes.
It's just so. I feel like your dog just sighs. Like, this is what I want. Your dog, your Scotty dog, trotting behind you, and every time you say something like that and do that little giggle in your throat, your dog just like.
I do. Is Bartram like the straight man of the pair?
That's what I was imagining,
picture.
right? Like, yeah.
He's definitely the more straight and narrow.
I love it.
It's
Pastry
perfect.
Princess is squelching behind everyone in their caramel Mary Janes, leaving like tiny little footprints behind me.
I feel like Princess in Awesome Land needs to have like a certain, it's like a video game where it stops rendering footprints after a while because it would just be coated in just like all the princess's boots made out of weird stuff all over the place. You're like, oh man, Waffle Princess got syrup all over.
It's just got like a timed fade away effect.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Macaroni and
After 6
cheese and
seconds.
yep.
It just dissolves. And it's all environmentally friendly.
Exactly. It better be. Lichen Princess might get a little bit mad.
Okay. So are you trying to, what are you trying to do with these the 4 little moobots?
Lichen Princess gets to them, doesn't have to get there first, but definitely is one of the first ones to get there.
Okay.
Where's STEM Princess when we need her?
And points her walking stick at one, if not all, of the cows and says, "Hey, that's not cool. why don't you do something that's enjoyable for everyone and not just, I assume, yourself, you weird mechanical cows?
Are you making a heart action with this speech?
Yes, I am.
Please make me a heart roll.
Okay.
If this doesn't work out, they're gonna have some major beef with us.
Oh. All right.
I hate you all.
I rolled an 8, which is because I am a
success.
D10 princess, so yes.
So since you succeed, you do get to take control of the scene to narrate to us what you do and what their reaction is.
Okay, well, I mean, I don't want to exclude the rest of the crew here, but I think... Now, hold on. I would like each and every one of you to sit down because we have a lesson to learn. Everybody, and she waits for everybody to catch up, and she's like, this is my group of friends. We were in a play earlier. We just want to let you know that we were having fun while trying to help people out. And you were having fun, I assume, by being mean to people. That's not cool, kids. Cows, whatever.
Yeah, calves.
And I would just like my friends here to give you an example of why it's not cool. One after another. Learn your lesson. That's when you guys all have to be put on the spot to come up with a good lesson for these cows.
Gentleman Princess is just like, yes. My name is Gentleman Princess, and I'm here to say you should definitely... And that's when my dog just cuts me off, and he just trots off. He's like, look, what you're doing is not exactly, the fun kind of thing, as like in Princess was saying. And then I'm just like, I believe I can rap on my own, small dog. Thank you very much. And that's when I'm assumed somebody else.
And Bree will climb down the macaroni and cheese, Cheezosaurus Rex, and that takes a minute. And then she gets down to the floor and walks up and looks at one of the cows with like the biggest, roundest eyes, and just holds her bowl of macaroni and cheese and just looks up at it and says, "We should share happiness."
The cows look at each other and like,
And that's also her heart word to share.
Would you like to make a heart check?
Sure.
Since you're trying to teach them how to share, I will give you advantage on it, which means you get to roll twice.
Yay!
So advantage is the same as D&D in this.
Sort of.
Yes.
So
sort of.
advantage is you get to roll twice, and if you win on either, then you succeed. But disadvantage is you have to roll twice and succeed on both of them.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
I got a 6, so yes.
Okay. So you succeed. That gives you narrative control of the scene. So would you like to tell us how you succeed with your speech about sharing?
So with her weapon, which is her bowl of mac and cheese, what it can do is it can make whatever she feels might be necessary, so long as it stays as like something. It can't be like a projectile or anything. It doesn't launch anything, but it has to stay as an item. So she starts making little patches of grass for the cows and just puts them in front of each one of them, made of macaroni and cheese, and says, "See, we can all share and we can all be happy." And that's pretty much it. She's not very creative.
The cows will sit down. The moobots will sit down, and they'll like kind of moo at each other, like they're having a conversation. And they'll kind of nod at you, like, "Yeah, we'll take some mac and cheese."
This is the perfect time to tell everybody how much I hate mac and cheese in real life.
Oh no.
It's okay. I just if we could just avoid like extremely goopy conversation about it, that'd be great.
Sure.
Okay.
You see, cowbots. What my compatriots are trying to say here is that, you see, by sharing, and then if we all work together and be cooperative, emphasis on cooperative, we can all work together. Cooperative, we can all help each other so everyone's happy. Like, you know how all the little bees work together, so everyone gets enough, and they all cooperate so that everyone in the beehive can be happy. That's my heart word.
And would you like to make a heart roll then?
Yes, please.
Okay, you get advantage.
Yay! Because I didn't succeed on that. You, Bee Princess did not succeed.
No. Okay.
All right. So we get another lesson.
Yes, you get a lesson. Would you like to name your lesson?
Let's see. I like the one. Bee Princess has been pondering what Lichen Princess told her earlier about, like, you know, just because they're different or just because you might not be into what they like doesn't mean it's bad. Let people enjoy things.
The Moobots are very confused by this last statement. They've had a few spoonfuls of mac and cheese, and they're like, and they turn around and they start walking away.
Do they walk away in a way that they are humbled by their experience and are going off to play video games in their room and think about what they've done? Or are they going away to melt people's ice creams and tear up more turf?
They don't seem to be causing any more trouble for now, but they're heading towards that big cloud you saw in the distance.
Perhaps they're going home to play video games such as Harvest Moon.
Oh, I see what you did there. I liked it.
I'm more of a Star Moo Valley kind of gal.
Quite. Perhaps we should follow these bovine bubba bots and see where they came from.
That sounds like an excellent idea.
Oh, that is a good idea. I mean, there are a bunch of, cowbots, so maybe we can find who made them and have them fix their programming.
Well then, tally-ho.
Moo!
We gotta move out.
What's a tally? Oh, what does that mean?
That means let's go.
But what?
Yeah.
But do we have like etymology princess here to tell us what that actually means?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, we do not.
I wish she was here. She's always so useful.
Well, I do know a bit of entomology, mostly about bees, though.
Right. I understand.
So
I think Plot Princess wants us to move forward.
you start to move forward, and you're continuing towards the cloud. The Moobots have you're walking at kind of a leisurely pace, and the Moobots have moved a lot quicker than you. And so they're kind of out of sight by now. And you keep walking. People look like they're not so bothered anymore. Since the Moobots have moved on, and they're enjoying, the scenery. They're enjoying the beautiful day. They're taking walks on a trail, and everyone's having a good time around you. But you start to notice that some things are strangely grayscale. At first, it's not a lot. At first, it's, a flower here, the lake there, a butterfly, and at first it's small stuff, and then it gets bigger. Like, instead of just being a portion of the lake, it's the entire lake. Whole trees are grayscale, and as you keep going, you notice that more and more of the world around you has no color.
Oh no. We are in Kansas.
I mean, a very specific place of Kansas. It gets better eventually. Do we still have color?
Oh yeah, you are still full of color. You're still as vibrant as you were before.
That's a really cool picture.
Why is it so dark?
Now I have
Oh,
heard
this is
legends.
weird.
This is very weird.
Legends of a strange monster known as the monochromatic chimera. Able to steal the color away from the land.
Oh,
I've
well,
never
those
heard
are
of
just
that.
stories, though.
Yeah, I've never even heard of that before. It sounds made up.
It might be.
Okay.
And like
But it might not
XP
be.
doesn't matter.
Something like that, yes, quite.
But what am I doing here if I don't get experience for my actions?
We get lessons. Abby,
Yes.
would be princess? Is there no ultraviolet light either? Like the special different lights that bees can see?
Wow.
The world
wow.
around
deep cut.
you looks very much like an empty coloring book.
Aww. Starts looking for my colorings, my watercolor paint kit.
Do you think we could paint the color back? Were you actually gonna try that? I'm
I mean, we could try. He's like fumbling with like paintbrushes, and I only have black and yellow.
Oh. Well, did
That's
you know
amazing.
You paint a lot
that
of bee
there
models.
are 20,000 different kinds of lichen, and they're more than just yellow or black.
Oh, well, there are
Oh.
some bees that aren't yellow and black, but those are the bees I usually am with.
Right. Well, I'm not comfortable with the look of this place. And as we get closer to whatever is in the distance, I feel like let's be more on guard because I don't want any of us to lose our smile, our hope, or the cheery brightness of our souls.
Hmm.
Right,
Okay.
yes. As a medical practitioner princess once told me, you treat the cause, not the symptom.
Oh, that must be not Western medical princess because that's definitely not how that works.
Oh my god.
Well, holds the bee sword with two hands. Like, I'm scared.
Don't be scared. We're here to help you out. And like in Princess, if you let her, we'll put an arm, like a hand on your shoulder and give you a little
Totes.
squeeze. Okay.
Totally.
Aw.
I'm here for you, and so is everybody else. And
Bree,
that's supportive. From my heart word, I don't know if I need to roll anything for that, but that's kind of what I'm digging into.
I think as long as the princesses agree, that
Okay.
you don't need to roll.
Cool.
No, I would say it's successful. It was very nice because it also delves into bee princess's heart word, which is cooperation. So by being with Lycan Princess pulling from the idea of cooperation as well, it reminds Bee Princess of that.
and Bree is just going to make a bubble of mac and cheese around her. It's really weird here. It's so black and white. I don't like it. We gotta do something about this. We gotta move. And she's gonna like try to get Cheezosaurus Rex to move quicker.
Oh, yeah. How are we still following the cowbots?
They've kind of disappeared from your view, but you do see the cloud in the distance that they were walking
Okay.
towards.
Okay.
How far away is that by now? I'm sorry, Sam.
No, that's okay.
How far away is that cloud now?
It's very hard to tell, especially with how flat everything looks around you without any color.
Does it look like the cloud is like also drained of color, or does it look like that's just the color it's supposed to be?
It looks like a normal dark cloud.
Okay.
Well, without any indication of where else to go, I feel like we just need to keep going this way. There's something ominous about this cloud. Not only that, but just the desaturation of our environment is scary.
Yeah,
Yes, the contrast.
whatever
is
that
striking.
means. Let's be saturation.
Quite.
Oh,
I would like everyone to please make a shoes check.
shoes.
Oh my god, shoes.
Oh man, that takes me back to middle school.
Yeah.
I know that's a deep cut.
Oh
What?
man, you were in middle school.
Wait,
I
what?
know, right? Yep. All
What did
right.
I miss?
Let's not go into what age we were when things like that were relevant. All right.
I'm
Wait,
princess.
what was relevant? I'm confused.
I am early days of YouTube princess.
I'm lost.
2006 internet princess.
I'm confused. I missed something.
Tell Abby.
I
Tell
referenced
Abby.
the very
There you
old
go.
meme, pretty much.
Oh,
Cause I'm old lady princess.
not
Oh,
true.
well.
All
I got
right.
a 4.
I
I
failed.
failed.
I
The 7.
succeeded.
I succeed.
Okay.
So is
So,
that 3 more lessons?
so
Yeah.
B princess, did you succeed?
Yes, I got a 4.
Gentleman princess succeeded.
Yep.
Mac and cheese princess,
Succeed.
you succeeded. Pastry princess.
Oh, I failed.
So, and lichen
Two.
princess also failed. Okay, so that's
I
2 more
believe so.
lessons. But pastry princess and lichen princess are also bowled over by a multicolored blur. Whereas Gentleman Princess, Mac and Cheese Princess, and Bee Princess were able to jump out of the way just in time.
Oh.
Are we like Looney Tunes flattened out for a second until
Just,
we
just
like
a brief
pop back
moment,
up?
yeah.
Yeah, like, you know, like it happens. It's canon.
Like your
I
arm,
blow into my thumb and
your arm pops back into 3D before the rest of your body, and you pull yourself up by the head.
Oh my god, I'm getting Who Framed Roger Rabbit flashback.
Oh my god.
Alright. Oh
Ow.
man, anybody get the license plate of the thing that hit us?
Ah.
If only Highway Patrol Princess was somewhere nearby.
Oh no, the blur is still there. It's just spinning.
Oh.
It's rather large.
Oh,
But
what
it
is
does.
it?
It's spinning like a top, and it does start to slow down and straighten out and stand up. And you see, it is a large turtle with a multicolored shell.
Oh, that's very pretty.
Oh.
Oh,
That's
hi
a-
there.
Hmm.
And a turtle.
Hello. So, what are you princesses up to?
Well, first of all, you need to be a little bit more careful. You could have hurt our friends here.
Thanks,
Okay.
Dad.
You're
I like
welcome.
wave with the still flopping hands.
Well, maybe you should have been out of my way.
Well, maybe you should find a better attitude.
Yeah, beware. With an emphasis on the B
Hey
of
now.
how you treat my friends.
Hey now, everybody. I'm okay. Pastry Princess, are you okay?
Oh yeah, I think I'm okay. Yeah.
Let's
My
just
donut's
let's.
a bit squished though.
Oh no, not the donut. That's my favorite part. I just wanted to say, like, we understand that sometimes everyone's in a hurry and we need to slow down, take things as they come, but we're always open to meeting new friends too. I'm Lichen Princess, and I like stick out my hand to try and have this chromatic turtle shake it.
She looks down at your hand and looks at your face and. Well, I'm Turquoise. Turquoise the turtle. And she reaches out her hand to shake yours.
It's lovely to
Yay.
meet you. Would you happen to know anything about why everything is so bland around here? Outside of you and us, of course.
No. I wouldn't be so sure about yourself, Lichen Princess.
Oh no, did she suck some of my color? I knew.
You look at your hand and it's you're starting to get like some grayscale creep up to your elbow.
I swear I've seen a movie.
Oh
like this.
no.
Oh dear, what? How did this happen?
All the color belongs to me now.
But not my. I require color because it's mine. You can't just take something that's mine without my permission. I didn't give you my color. You took it.
Yes, and?
That's not how we behave in Awesome Land.
That's so mean.
Well, I want all the color, so I will take all the color.
Turtle, more like jerkle.
Ugh.
Oh, well, what are you gonna do with all the color, though? Do you really need it all? Can't you share it?
Well,
Share.
share color. I'm going to be the most beautiful turtle in all of Awesome World. Every time I take color, I get another part of my shell to be colored. I was all green one day, and I hated it. I wanted to have all the colors of the rainbow, so I took them. And you
But
can.
what's wrong with being green?
She'll turn, and you can see the back of her shell. Like each of the sections is a different color, and there's like a few left that are still the original like turtle green.
Have you thought about something less drastic than stealing, like having someone paint or tattoo you permanently?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think you can tattoo shells and paint scratches off.
But
I mean-
what's wrong with being green?
Tattoo
want
princess
to be
begs to differ.
All the colors.
I know, like, Princess Kermit once said it's not easy to be green, but I think green's a nice color. I'm sure Lycan Princess would agree.
I mean, shades of yellow are beautiful as well, but gray is okay. It's just, it's my color, and while I support your need and want to have a multicolored shell, and by that, a multifaceted personality, I don't want you to take my color to improve your life.
Enough talk. You are all trying to teach me some lessons, and I don't want to hear it.
You see that turquoise starts to spin very rapidly again.
Oh.
And if everyone could make me a shoes check.
Shoes.
No.
Oh no, not again. Hooray!
Yay!
Hi. Ooh, what did we need? Where'd I
3,
put
4,
my
or
thing?
5. It's a shoe. 3, 4, or 5.
3, 4, or 5? No, I didn't get anything again.
I mean, did anyone get their crown?
I got my crown.
Crowns
Oh.
crowns always succeed.
No, but I succeeded with a 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I succeeded with a 3.
Who did not succeed? Just Pastry Princess? Pastry Princess
Nope,
and Gentleman
and
Princess.
gentlemen. Okay, so we have
You-
2 more lessons.
Roll the initiative. Yes.
Roll
Not
the
everybody
initiative.
wants to share.
And yeah,
Is that
if
okay.
anyone would like to try to stop turquoise from just spinning out of the way and running away.
I mean, I absolutely will because they
Yes.
have my color, but yeah.
I want to take my macaroni and cheese and make a lasso and try to catch it with it.
Okay. Make me a sword check.
Sword check. Go. Success. I got a 6.
Okay. So you get to take narrative control and describe what happens.
So she's gonna reach into her mac and cheese bowl and just pull out a lasso, and she starts wagging around her, and then she throws it, and it's just going to like go at the turtle, and it doesn't look like it's gonna fit it at all, and then it just stretches open and goes around the entirety of this turtle, and like suddenly tops and just like a bungee cord and just snaps and coming back, her back.
Oh, I thought you princesses were all about being nice. Let me go.
You're not being nice. You took their color.
I don't have to be nice.
Then we don't have to be nice. And she'll just continue to pull the turtle back.
Turquoise
So-
is not happy. Just arms crossed, pouting. Nope, 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 nope.
Oh.
Turquoise the cat.
And then the turtle's familiar comes out of nowhere and shovels everything.
Turtle's best friends.
Yep.
Petey the cat.
Eddie.
Well, I understand. Hello, kitty.
Oh,
Hello,
Abby,
kitty.
you look so different.
Aw.
Well, I
I'm
understand
now.
the
No.
need to be multicolored and live your best life, Turquoise. One of the things that you must learn is to do what's in your power without hurting others.
There we go.
What exactly are you trying to do, like in Princess?
I mean, right now I'm trying to be supportive of, again, my heart word, of Turquoise's idea that she doesn't, or they don't, want to be green. That's cool. You don't have to be green. But live your best life without like stepping on other people. You know what I mean? Without stealing people's color, find an alternate solution to being the most beautiful multicolored tortoise/turtle that you can be.
So are you making like a heart roll?
Yes, it's a heart roll. Yeah,
Okay.
sorry. Sometimes I don't enunciate well enough.
No, it's okay.
Okay.
If anyone wants, you can always just tell me what kind of action you're taking.
Right. That's what. Yeah. Supportive is my heart word,
Okay.
and so therefore I'd like to make a heart roll
Yeah.
if that's acceptable.
Yes.
All right. I succeed.
Okay. Please tell me what happens.
I mean, again, Lycan Princess sort of squats down and puts her grayscale hand on Turquoise, if she lets her. If they sort of move out of the way, then she won't. She'll just set it down near them. But physical contact is important for Lycan Princess to sort of get their point across. Much like Lycan, which always attaches itself to a surface. And so Lycan Princess, hand on shoulder or hand near, is just like trying to support Turquoise as best as they can without giving them a reason to keep stealing from other people, because negatively impacting folks around you is not a way to live your life. Contrary to IRL situations nowadays, it's not a healthy way to do things.
Well, I won't steal any more today, but I'm keeping the ones that I took already.
But that's not your color to take.
But I have it already. You can't have it back.
But just because you took it doesn't mean it belongs to you.
It does now. Okay, goodbye.
No.
And she's gonna continue to just wrap mac and cheese around the turtle.
Well, now Turquoise is trying to get out, so you'll have to make another sword check to keep her left.
I will poke Turquoise with Stinger to make Turquoise make their leg numb so they can't run on it.
Oh no, the turtle is somehow allergic to bee stings now. Oh dear.
It only takes one sting.
Yeah.
Bees.
Not the bees.
Can I make a sword check or?
Yeah.
Oh, I passed.
All right.
I also passed my sword check with a 6.
All right. I will let you both take narrative control of the situation. You can do this collaboratively, or go one after the other. Up to you.
So I was gonna turn my rope, that's the lasso that's around the turtle, into a net of mac and cheese.
I stand by, and as Turquoise is like about to break the neck, I just lightly poke Turquoise in like the toe, and then it's like it's the stinger sword makes Turquoise go ow.
Well, I don't like this.
And Turquoise is gonna take a seat, arms crossed, pouting.
You
Why
need to
don't you
give
just let me
everybody
do
their...
what I want to do? I don't listen to anybody. No one's my boss except Disparity.
Oh wow. Wait, you said your little 5-year-old brother didn't help you write this? Because I'm channeling 5-year-old right now. Seriously.
Actually, the chat helped me write this last
Oh.
night.
Oh, cool.
Aw,
So
thanks,
big shout out
chat.
to Beamer and Best Pal Brigade last
You
night
mean-
helping me write this.
Aw.
You mean Beamer?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Leave now.
Wait a minute. No. Gentleman Princess doesn't get to tell anybody to leave for bad puns. Get out of here.
He's aping my style, man.
Okay, sorry. All right, here we go. Ooh, composure. Here we go.
But you need to give back everyone's color. That's not okay.
You can't make me. The only person who could tell me what to do is Disparity.
If Turquoise doesn't want to give us back her color voluntarily, then we should probably talk to her friend Disparity, and maybe Disparity can convince Turquoise to give back what they've stolen. And like Lycan Princess is like obsessively touching their like rubbing their hand together and just like looking down at the like grayscale hand, and if anybody notices, they like stop and put it down by the side, but they keep bringing it back up. And like,
Well, Turquoise, before you go, could you give some of my color to Lycan Princess, and then that way we can be on our way. And I
don't
Please.
think we should let Turquoise go. I think we should take her with us when we go and speak with Disparity.
good point.
At that point, Macaroni and Cheese, their Cheezosaurus Rex is going to pick up the turtle by the net and like sling it over the back and start saying, then Bree's gonna be like, "Where is Disparity?"
Disparity is over by the big cloud. This
Okay.
is no fun.
Oh, well, it's a good thing that's where we were kind of heading before anyway, so we can just keep on going.
Let's go.
Disparity is not gonna make me give color back though.
Then you shouldn't mind coming along with us to check.
Fine. Especially if I don't have to walk.
Gentleman Princess will just kind of pick up Turquoise and just put them shell first onto the back of his Scottish Terrier, who can somehow hold her there.
And yeah, so then Cheezosaurus Rex would just let it sit on the terrier, confused, but not. Alright, I guess
So that's how
make
we
our
will
way.
transport
And
this
yeah,
turtle thief.
Okay.
Dr. Scowl gets away with everything without getting caught.
Who?
You're dropping so many names on us today.
it's Dr. Scowl, obviously.
I thought it was Disparity.
Well,
I think
Disparity is the boss, and Dr. Scowl and I are not the boss, but we're still
thought you
pretty
didn't
much
have a
in
boss.
charge.
Disparity's the boss, and Dr. Scowl must be responsible for all the gloom and doom of not having smiles in theater land.
Yay, tough.
Dr.
We're not
Scowl
there
doesn't
anymore, you don't
like
have to.
smiles.
Oh, why not?
Did he
Oh,
make the
no.
cow?
It sounded rude to ask.
Now you have a sense of what's rude and what isn't, eh?
You know what else is rude? Stealing things from people like their color or
Yes.
their smiles.
Stealing's very rude, this is true.
This
I'm
is-
sure we'll be able to clear it all up once we meet with your friends.
Okay. Anyway, you can just go towards the big cloud. Just follow all the movots.
Mo.
Okay, well, let's go. Looks like it might be a bit of a hike though, so snack up and I'll hand out some cookies and stuff to everybody.
Time to
Thank you.
carbo load.
Always gets one too.
can I get a honey cookie?
Turquoise takes a cookie, sucks all the color out of it, throws it on the ground. Can I have another?
No! Are you just gonna take all the rainbow out of my rainbow sprinkles?
Yeah.
Lycan Princess picks
well-
up the cookie and is like, "Don't waste food. It's important." And then it eats the gray cookie with no color on it.
I'll give Turquoise some of, my totally not Oreos, because those are just black and white.
How do you like those Trader Jojo's? Yeah, take that.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles.
Oh gosh.
Yes, quite.
So, should we make like shoe rolls to go faster or anything? Like, I'm just curious.
I mean,
okay.
you'll get there. Just narratively, it doesn't matter really how long it takes you. As you get closer, you do notice you do notice more Moobots, causing havoc. The color starts to come back into the world. It looks like Turquoise didn't quite make it this far. But yeah, that cloud is definitely looming over, and it's a lot closer.
Do you think Disparity is the cloud?
I hope not. That's really high up.
I know. Tell me more about Dr. Frowns a Lot and Sad Lady Princess. I mean Disparity.
Well, why should I?
Because it'll help the time go faster. That or I'll sing.
No, stop! No! Okay, fine, I'll tell you, stop the torture!
Huh? What?
That's very rude. It's not that bad. Is it, guys?
I think
Is it, folks?
I think Lycan Princess's singing is lovely.
I'm up really high. It's hard to hear.
Well, fine. Okay. So Dr. Skull is a scientist, and he does experiments, and he's very smart, and he doesn't like smiles. I think that he was working on a Frowninator, he called it. That's probably what it was.
Frowninator? That sounds mean.
It probably is.
And then Disparity?
Oh, Disparity is a scary guy. Very cool. This guy, very tall, and I think someone said he was called a Mini-tar? Money-tar?
Money tour.
Like are they a mod? Do they just have hair covering one eye and black mascara on? Oh,
No.
okay.
It's like
Do they
they're
have-
like a big, scary bull person.
Oh.
Well,
Is that...
much like the Moobots, we can discuss with them your infractions as well as the scowls.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to go tattle, that's up to you.
I am not a tattler, but what I am is somebody who's very much into making sure that I get the color in my skin and clothing back. As well as having theater land have their smiles back.
They should have their smile.
And as you get closer and approach the cloud and the area underneath it, we will take a quick bio break so everyone can get a drink, run to the bathroom, and we will be back shortly.
Thanks, everyone.
Be back shortly.
BRB. Sorry, I was distracted that last chunk. I'm trying to figure out my headphones.
No worries.
They are new and I don't know how to use them.
I finally figured out what kids movie this whole plot reminds me of. It's called We Sing in Silly Town.
What?
It is an old like TV movie.
You're
where, like,
making things up.
I'm not Irish. They have a whole ass YouTube
I
channel.
was
I'm
there.
not.
It doesn't matter if he's making things up. It's all about the story. Go ahead and tell us more about it.
Well, it's just like the.
Okay.
I mean, I've been
now?
really trying hard not to make it the Lycan Princess hits anything with Lycan, so we can hit this with Lycan.
It's basically these two kids are transported into a coloring book, and they're like, there's this woman who has like all white on, and as the thing goes on, she gets more and more color into her thing because she's like missing her color somehow.
Right. I mean, that was a big thing in in a lot of like McGee and Me, which shout out to anybody who knows what that is. Hardcore, like religious TV.
Like Bibleman.
Yes, kind of like that, except it was more aimed at children. But
Oh,
anyway,
Bibleman was a thing. It was not a good thing, but it was.
Just it was a
Yeah.
thing, all right.
yeah.
Like, I remember one episode of Bibleman. The only one that I saw had like his nemesis.
Hold up. Abby did not turn our audio off.
Hello, everybody. Goodbye.
Hi,
Oops.
everybody. Don't mind us. Our audio didn't turn off.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
it happens.
That's unfortunate because I had said some things. Also, anyone who
Hello,
has
we're
animals,
back.
I love them.
Hello.
I was talking about my love for everyone's animals because I love all animals.
All animals, best animals.
Aminos.
I love everyone's beasts. For anyone who's just turning in, do we want to go around and kind of just briefly reintroduce the princesses to the audience?
Sure.
Maybe describe what they look, what their crown, sword, shoes, and beast look like. And we'll go same order as the beginning. So we'll start with Bee Princess.
Bee Princess, whose real name is Beatrice. She wears a honey crown, which is just basically a beehive that she wears on her head. Kind of looks like a beanie hat, I suppose. She wears a dress that is yellow, and then the dress part is black and yellow striped. She has a sword named Stinger that is a bee that she lightly squeezes, and a sword comes out of where the stinger would be. And also, Bee Princess has long dark hair. She looks punk rock, and she wears Doc Marten combat boots because she's gotta be rebellious a little bit.
And your beast companion?
My beast companion's a giant bumblebee named Buzz.
Love it. All right. Lichen Princess?
Oh, sorry, I just got a phone call. 1 second.
Not a problem. we'll go to Gentleman Princess real quick.
Yes, hello. My name is Baxter Barncroft, and I am the Gentleman Princess. I wear a finely tailored suit, tie, bowler hat that is cooked to one side. It's got this little tassel that I pull, and it makes me a cup of tea whenever I want. Also, my best friend in the world is my Scottish Terrier, Bertram Farnsworth Pendleton Carmine Barncroft III. He's a very good boy.
Okay, Pastry Princess.
Hi, yeah. My name is, the Pastry Princess, and, I, go by they, them. I've got, a large, donut crown that I wear on my, noggin here. It's got a, chocolate frosting and some rainbow sprinkles to it. It's my absolute favorite. I wear Mary Jane shoes that are made out of caramel, and they leave little caramel footprints behind me everywhere I go. I carry a big old pie cutter, sword type thing with me. It's usually just kind of slung over my shoulder. And my outfit is a delicious and very beautiful spun sugar affair with sparkly sprinkle sequins on it. And I am accompanied by Sticky Buns, my best friend, a one of those honey bears, but large, about the size of a toddler. And it just kind of waddles behind me wherever I go, making those like plastic squeaky sounds that like a ketchup or a honey container would make when it's like almost empty. But he's got a never-ending supply there.
Love it. Mac and Cheese
Adorable.
Princess.
I am Bree, who is the macaroni and cheese princess. I'm 5 years old. I am in a Cheezosaurus Rex onesie, and my beast is actually the Cheezosaurus Rex, who's like 6 feet tall. I have a macaroni craft guide from my book. I have a macaroni crown and a bowl of macaroni and cheese that is my weapon.
Beautiful. And Ran, at the moment, is indisposed, so we'll let them jump back in if and when they can. So, y'all are walking towards the big, scary, dark cloud, and you do notice that as you get closer, there seems to be a cave directly beneath the cloud. And Turquoise says, "Oh, yep, yeah, that's
Well, that's where it's gonna be. That's where Disparity is. You can go in that deep, dark, scary cave if you want your color back.
Okay, I think that's gonna be where we gotta go then. Anybody got a light though by chance?
I can probably make one.
Oh yeah, maybe we can all figure something out. Here, let's see what I got. I'm gonna start rifling through my bag, and I'll have some like kebab skewers you can use as like a holdy thing, and some cupcake wrappers that we can like use as torch tops.
Gentleman Princess will turn his hat 180 degrees, take it off, and there's going to be a bunch of little tiny candles, just about that big, because they're they're tea lights. Yes.
Ah!
And he will pass those out, and we can find a way to light them, I'm sure.
And I am going to make a torch out of macaroni and cheese and get Cheezosaurus to light it on fire with his fire breath of mac and cheese.
Is it a dinosaur?
Flaming hot cheese
Yes.
breath?
Yes.
Yes, I love it.
I am Bee Princess, not Firefly Princess. I'm so sorry to let everyone down.
Oh, no, not at all. We could all share the light. I mean, not everybody needs their own.
That's true. He kind of looks at all the bees surrounding her head. They don't. Their abdomens do the stingy, not the flashy.
Oh, that's okay.
Oh, I actually have an idea for that. And he's gonna turn his hat one more time, bring out a bunch more of those little tea candles. And he's gonna stick them on the ends of the bee stingers.
Yes. Yes.
Incredible.
I love it.
Now they're actual fireflies.
Incredible.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's amazing and terrifying, and I'm here for it.
So,
Oh wow.
is this your plan? You've got all these tea lights attached to the bees to make fireflies, essentially.
I'm so happy.
Bee lights.
It's
Oh my God.
definitely one way to make that firefly. I'm here all night, folks.
You do need beeswax to make candles, so
Hey.
we're working together. We're being cooperative.
Yay.
And if you
That's
want, Beatrice is gonna go up for a high five.
Hey.
It's a low five, probably, for gentlemen.
Oh
Princess.
man, Tusker made a real good joke. Beeswax candles.
I love it.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Tu-
Tusker.
It was Tusker who gave the advice about,
Okay. So you head into the cave. You still got Turquoise the turtle slung across the back of the Cheezosaurus Rex. And yeah, what is your plan? Are you going to take any actions at this point?
I'm just gonna make sure that Turquoise stays in the net.
At this point, Turquoise is resigned to her fate. She's
Yeah.
just hoarding all the color and she doesn't want to let it go.
So mean. Why do you have to steal color? Why can't you share or make your own color? I'm sure that Rainbow Princess would help.
You could stop trying to convince me. I took the color, I'm keeping the color. Only Disparity can tell me what to do.
I'm not trying to tell you what to do. I'm just saying there's other ways.
What makes this disparity so good? And I lost my voice there for a second. Sorry, I didn't know what was going on. What makes disparity someone worth listening to?
Disparity's the boss. Disparity tells me I can do whatever I want. So I listen to Disparity.
Disparity doesn't make us have any rules or like, make us go to bed at a certain time, or we don't even have to brush our teeth.
Ew.
That's pretty. I mean, the only person that likes that is Gingivitis Princess, but that's not a princess that you really want to hang out with.
You know that we have
I mean-
rules for reasons. It helps keep the beehive functioning. If all the bees just did whatever they wanted and didn't cooperate with each other and weren't cooperative, there'd be no honey for anybody. And I'm using my heart word, cooperative.
Okay. Make a heart roll for me.
Poor bee princess is having the roughest time with her heart today.
Aww.
I mean, if everyone agrees, you could spend a lesson
Oh yeah, I always
I shall-
forget.
I
to
shall
automatically succeed.
All right, and I will pick one. We will have 7 lessons. But since 2 of them were not named, you're getting one of the no name lessons because 2 of them were named. So it's a blank slate for you to do whatever you want. There you go.
A blank slate is a really good way to start over, even after Turquoise has harmed the others. Turquoise could begin to make amends and maybe reach a blank slate.
But if I'm a blank slate, I'll just be green again.
There are other ways to make yourself colorful. You don't need to steal color. I mean, I'm pretty sure all of my bees would love to like paint a design on your shell, and I know there's Varnish Princess who can make sure the paint doesn't scratch off.
I'll tell you what. If you talk to Disparity and Disparity says that I need to give the color back, I will give all of my color back.
That sounds good.
Okay.
Seems fair. We only need to convince the one person.
I mean, we also need to find Dr. Frowns a lot and make
Dr.
sure
Scowl.
Doctor likes
Ow.
to get wrinkles. And make sure that they give back theater world land things smiles.
Dr. Cow.
Well, if you put me down, I'll take you there.
Are you not gonna run away?
No. I won't even
then-
spin away.
And then, at that point, Bree will go ahead and take apart the net and put it back in her bowl.
Alright, come on this way.
Hmm.
And Turquoise leads you down the cave, down a couple different hallways, and is like, well, okay, do you want to see Dr. Scowl first, or do you want to see Disparity first?
Maybe we should see Dr. Cow first.
Well, do we want to go straight to the top, or do we want to see the underlings first?
Oh, I don't know. I mean, if Turquoise will only give Lycan Princess their color back if Disparity tells them, maybe that should be our first stop.
But what if Dr. Cow does not give smiles back unless Disparity says so too?
I mean, I think that's what Pastry Princess was saying. If we talk to Disparity first, then maybe we can convince them to also have Dr. Scowl return the smiles.
Okay, that sounds good.
Okay, well then, which way do we go to get to Disparity then?
Okay. You get led down a few more hallways, and then, here you go. This is Disparity's room. I would
Oh, thank
maybe
you.
knock first in case he's plotting something.
Oh, of course. I mean, it would be rude not to. Gentleman Princess, would you like to? And I'll just gesture.
I would be delighted. He's going to get up to the door. He's going to turn his hat one more time, take it off. And there will be a special glove there that he's going to pull on. And then it's got like little studs on it, so the knocking is a little louder. And he just goes. Yes. Ah.
You did the whole part. You're only supposed to do the beginning part.
Well, see, that's what they want you to think.
Yes, the gentleman princess is they. I always know about them from all the wonderful stories you tell.
Well, you know, I didn't go to digital school for 16 years for nothing.
That's
believe
really
you.
long. That's a lot of school.
It takes a long time to become a gentleman.
While
Oh.
you're all bickering about how exactly you should be knocking on doors, you hear from inside, enter.
Oh.
That's my most menacing. That's that's my best shot.
Enter.
I'm just gonna have Alex voice Disparity in the future. There we go.
I don't want to go in there actually now. Never mind.
Yeah, right.
Next.
Let's go talk to the mad doctor. And
Yeah, Dr. Scal probably is more in my speed right now.
I'm just going to push open the door.
Oh, okay. Who enters my domain?
I do.
Yes, hello. We are a party of princesses here to talk to you about the things that you and your friends may have been doing that have caused a little bit of trouble down in Theater Town.
You, as you walk in, you notice that the room is more than just being a mess. It's like intentionally crazy. Like stuff is floating where it shouldn't be. There's music in the background that's just it's everything. There's no harmony. It's all discord, and it's like, you don't like to hear it. And like the bed is like specifically unmade. Not like they just rolled out of bed in the morning and didn't put the covers back. Like they rolled out of bed and then threw the covers everywhere.
You
Oh.
monster.
MC Escher princess? Oh, sorry.
Jackson Pollock princess?
Oh my god.
Um.
You don't want to see Dolly Princess.
Oh God, no. Not really.
Turquoise. Go get Dr. Scowl.
Okay, yep, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go get Dr. Skull. Bye, guys. Good luck.
And Turquoise will spin off into down the halls and away
I don't
from
think-
all of you.
That's not ominous,
Whoa.
is it?
Oh no.
Hello, Disparity.
Hello.
We've been told that you're the person to talk to about retrieving color and smiles.
Now, why should I do that? Why should I give any of those back to pathetic Awesome World?
Wait, don't you live here?
Yes.
Okay,
It's
so
exhausting.
I found it very nutritious, like having a symbiotic relationship with algae and fungi.
Oh my god.
I thought it was a really wonderful place. Everyone's usually happy when there isn't someone stealing all the color from everybody.
Yes, too happy. It's too awesome. I don't like it.
Why not?
I just don't, okay?
Oh, is this that thing where there can't be any light without darkness? Because that's kind of tired and inaccurate.
I
I'd
don't
like
know what
to-
you're blubbering on about.
Well, much like this world and each one of our princesses, we are a symbiotic relationship between not only the land but each other. And you, by spreading discord, aren't necessarily in harmony with what's the healthiest behavior for our ecosystem.
That didn't make any sense. And like a chair just kind of floats by, like tilted sideways in the air, and Disparity grabs it, pulls it down, and takes a seat. Now listen. I have some time, I suppose, before Dr. Scowl gets here and takes care of you, but,
I didn't know we needed to be taken care of.
Oh yes.
I'm
I
very
don't
capable
want-
of taking care of myself, thank you.
I
don't have a
don't
cold.
want awesomeness. I don't want happiness. I want despair.
Well, that sounds like something that you're the princess of, despair. Good job. But
That's pretty awesome.
it is pretty awesome, but not everybody wants you to spread despair to them.
Yeah.
It should be a personal choice.
Have you ever considered listening to heavy metal, Disparity?
Is that not what this is? It's all just a distorted guitar, but it's very off-key and terrible.
Like, you need some level of harmony, or else all you're left with is a bunch of dissonance. See, when
I
all of
like dissonance.
but dissonant, but harmony and coexisting and cooperation.
Well, then you can be the princess of dissonance, because I'm pretty sure nobody actually really wants to be the princess of that around here. Maybe. I don't know. I've never met Princess Dissonance unless we have right now. It's nice to meet you, Princess Dissonance. I'm Princess of Lichen. I would like my color back because it was taken without my permission. And people in Theaterland would like their smiles back because those were taken without their permission.
Yeah.
Theaterland.
Mm-hmm.
I refuse to call it that, even though everyone keeps insisting that I do.
Oh, well,
And-
that's just rude.
It's true. I actually am reconsidering, based on how rude it is, not to use the language of the preferred land. So,
It's like calling
theater.
Houston Street Houston Street. I mean, come on.
Yes, I mean in my town there's a town that's spelled couch, but that's not how they pronounce it. So we're gonna move on from that and go. Please tell your friends that we want our colors and our smiles back.
Yeah.
At this
Yeah.
point,
Yeah.
Oh, there's one thing
Quite.
Bee Princess wants to try.
Indeed.
what?
Princess Bee picks up big ol' Buzz and says, "When I feel grumpy, sometimes if I snuggle with Buzz, I feel happy afterward. Do you want to snuggle, Buzz?"
No.
It's okay, Buzz. He didn't mean it. Gives Buzz a little forehead kiss. It's okay, Buzz.
I mean, much
Snuggling
like
makes you feel all warm and fuzzy inside. I hate warm and fuzzy.
I feel like, how did you end up in Awesome Land? Because this place really isn't what you're into. I feel like discordant unhappiness, contrarian land is where you belong, and that's not here.
At this point, Dr. Scowl walks in with Turquoise.
Oh, I brought Dr. Scowl. He's here.
And Dr. Scowl is, as I described earlier, he's a man with like crazy white hair, wearing a lab coat, and like, hello, Disparity. You wanted to see me. He's scowling, all right.
Dr. Scowl, say Great Scots for me, please.
Great Scott. Huh. What are you all
No.
smiling at? I hate
just-
you.
I just want you to
Don't
say Great.
smile.
Just say Great Scott.
No.
Call me
Anyways.
Marty.
I think this
Call
is
me
Morty.
Marty.
Would it make you smile if I said Great Scott?
No, it would make me scowl.
No.
Good.
No.
Great Scott.
Bee Princess starts giggling.
I'm sorry. Okay, all right.
Well, I didn't think it would make me do that, but it did. Oh well.
I think we're gonna have to beat up Rick right now. Bee.
Okay. So, as we've been discussing with your very large and muscled friend, Theaterland would like the smiles back, and the people that you've stolen color from and the land would like their color back.
Yes.
So, please return them.
Disparity leans back in his chair and thinks for a little bit. He snorts out of his nose, and a little ring around his nose kind of like puffs out a little bit.
I was thinking about getting one of those. They're one of my favorite piercings, actually. Oh, sorry.
Well, Turquoise, come here. He calls over Turquoise. He whispers, but it's like one of the stage whispers. I think if you gave all the color back, you could take it away again later, and it would make them despair even more.
Oh, that's a good idea.
They've
But then
been
my
trained
shot
at
would be
Theaterland.
Oh. Do you want me to do that, Disparity?
Oh. Yes.
Alright, well, I'm off. I'll return all the color. You get in here. We'll start with you like a princess. Alright. Enjoy it while it lasts. I'll be back.
And
we
Turquoise
did-
runs off.
I mean, we did hear you. You whispered it quite loudly. We're only 3 feet away from you, and even though this really obnoxious electric guitar is playing, I still could hear you.
Well, if you want your precious smiles back, you'll have to make me.
You or the scowly one?
That's a good point. Dr. Scowl, take care of them. And Disparity
I'm not
turns
sick.
and
I don't like
punches
chicken
a
noodle
hole
soup.
through the wall of the cave and leaves.
But wait.
Nope. Dr. Scowl's taking care of it. Bye-bye.
But I just want to talk to you more about how maybe we should found a place where you're happy.
Instructional damage, princess? Is that you?
Kool-Aid Princess? No, it couldn't be.
Oh yeah!
Yeah.
Yeah, not sponsored yet.
Yeah, not sponsored. Ugh, okay.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm bummed now. Okay, well, I think this is the first time Lycan Princess is like, I mean, we really need to find Disparity and talk to them. So far, they're the only person that I've ever had a conversation with where I couldn't convince them that we were right. I am flabbergasted.
I know. I mean, who doesn't want to, share and play with everybody? And who doesn't like Awesome World?
Who doesn't-
It's awesome.
Who doesn't like being awesome and being a princess? This is so weird to me. Anyway, you, Dr. Scowl, return all the smiles or else. And then I want to, I don't know if I have to use one of the things, the lessons, but I really want to pose up like Power Rangers style where we all do like a pose.
That's up to you. That's
think-
not a roll for anything to pose cool.
Well, I just want to,
I will assist.
right. Because I don't know if we need to start our song, if that's where we are yet or not.
That is up to
But-
you. You can use your
but-
song once per episode.
Right. But anyway, I would like to, maybe we don't need to use it yet, but I would like to definitely, if it's okay with everybody else, pose up Power Rangers style where we just have like a cool pose.
Amazing.
And that's right after I say or else.
Or else.
Oh yeah, we're posing real cool.
Or else what?
The gloves are coming off.
I mean, don't take your gloves off if you don't want to, everybody. But we are going to teach you a lesson.
Well,
Oh, okay. Let's
Why-
gloves back on.
why should everyone else get to smile if I don't smile?
But why don't you smile?
'Cause I'm not happy.
Why aren't you happy?
I don't know.
Well, it's okay.
Are you perhaps hungry, my friend? Thirsty?
There's a list. I'll get it out. I have it written down.
You know, Doctor, it's okay to not always be happy, and it's okay to not be happy. That's okay, you know.
I don't like not being happy. I wish I could smile like everybody else.
Are you hungry? Here, I'll pull out a cupcake that's got like a smiley face iced onto it. I'll like hand it out.
And I will give him a bit of macaroni and cheese in a small bowl.
All comfort food is always really good at cheering me up.
the gentleman princess is going to basically grab a nearby floating table and kind of pull it in front of.
Yes.
And then I'm going to collect things from the other princesses and use my book, Tea Cakes and How to Serve Them: A Gentleman's Guide to Entertaining, to try to make him happy with all of this stuff. He's gonna pour some tea.
Like
Oh my God, that's
Lycan
amazing.
Princess makes a very nice, if woodsy flavored salad.
Bee Princess will offer honey and also will offer a buzz for snuggles. Because comfort snuggles are best.
I think this would be a wonderful time for a musical number.
All right.
Now, you can spend as many lessons as you would like. I think up to as many players as we have.
So
I
5.
think that's right.
So I think you can do 5 total.
Okay, we have 7 lessons.
Let's
We
do
have.
it.
Do you want to use all the named ones? We have
Well,
one
let's
that's
use the
not named.
nameless ones first. and
Okay,
then
so we have one that's not named,
Okay.
and then all right, we
Does
have
this sound good to everybody? Like,
yes,
Yes.
Okay, so going from top to bottom, the 4 that we're gonna use are learning is important. Read books. Number 2, don't conduct unethical experimentation without informed consent. That's 2. 3, you can't learn to find somebody with a Mac craft guide. That's 3. 4, let people enjoy things. And those are the 4 lessons that go into the nameless lesson and create all 5 of the lessons we have left.
Sounds good.
And we have 2 lessons left, everybody.
Perhaps
Okay.
you can't find others, but you may be able to find yourself.
All right. Describe how your big musical number to help Dr. Scowl smile again goes down.
Who would like to start?
Well, I mean, hard.
Cheese,
Go ahead.
yeah, so Cheezosaurus Rex is going to place me down on the ground and seemingly out of nowhere pull out a saxophone made of cheese and macaroni and start playing it.
Okay.
Starting the song.
I
A little
mean,
jazz going. I'm into it.
Mm.
yep.
Yeah, I'm here for it.
So, yeah, Lycan Princess 100% is going to be doing a Be Our Guest by Beauty and the Beast rendition
Yes.
as they dance up and down on all the floating furniture as if it's like a staircase and then like slide down bookcases. And it's like doing a little dance number while they're also singing about how it's, put everything to a test, let us entertain you. I'm not going to actually do it because the last time I did, I didn't want anyone to get in trouble for but yeah,
It's too close to the real thing.
yeah.
Gentleman Princess will take off his hat and he's going to kind of spin it around, reach inside and pull out a very shiny tablecloth and slip it over and then he's just going to keep putting it down and lifting it up, and there's going to be plates and candles and all sorts of stuff. He's going to pick up some spoons and he's going to start playing the spoons along with the jazz that's going on.
Amazing.
Meanwhile, there's all the food has been made to be super shiny and awesome.
If we're going with the jazz, Pastry Princess is gonna keep going with their sweet pie cutter upright bass. I'll do the same thing where I flip it upside down real quick and pull out some licorice laces and tie it on up.
And also, Bree will be playing the triangle.
Bee Princess will pull out a random guitar because that's how cartoons work, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And Buzz will be playing a little piano keyboard that is made of honeycomb in the back, and Bee Princess is jazzing out, rocking out to jazz and singing about the wonders of friendship and comfort food and snuggling with your pet.
The only thing sweeter than honey It's the friendships you make along the way.
and that's where it's gonna end. And Bee Princess points to Gentleman Princess as the line is sung.
Well, that was very sweet of you to put on this old musical number for me. That was
Just gonna-
beautiful.
Push forward the bowl of mac and cheese covered in honey.
You're beautiful, Dr. Scowl.
No, you're breathtaking.
No, you're
I knew it. I was waiting.
I greatly appreciate that. I've been so sad recently, and I don't like seeing everyone else be happy when I'm sad.
Well, sometimes you gotta let your friends and people know if you're down, so that way they understand.
At this point, Bree is just going to walk up to Dr. Scowl and like is probably like maybe a good like half his height or something, and just look up at him and just put out her arms.
You want to hug me?
Hug.
Oh, thank you so much, Princess. And he'll lean down and come in for the hug.
And she'll latch on like a koala.
Well, you've all been so sweet to me. I thought taking other people's smiles would make me feel better, but it didn't happen. But
No,
thanks.
no, friend. The best way to make use of other people's smiles is to share your own with them, not to take theirs away.
I appreciate all the things that you've done for me today. Do you think if I give the smiles back, that I'll feel better?
Yes.
Doing nice things for other people helps me feel better a lot of the time. That's one reason
Huh?
I like to bake for people.
And it's good.
And if you share your smile with everyone, then they will share theirs with you.
Okay, that sounds good.
Much like the dispersal of the asexual reproduction of lichen, smiles spread out on the wind and are contagious and latch onto everybody.
And the wonderful thing about smiles is, when you add your smile to someone else's, it's not addition, but multiplication, and makes it that much better. Quite.
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 Oh, quite.
Indeed.
Indeed!
Indeed.
Yuma!
Freeze frame laugh.
So you all walk together back to Theater District. You see that
No more
Turquoise.
freeze
What?
She's still stuck in freeze.
District.
Theater.
Back to the Theater District.
Theater.
You see that Turquoise is hard at work putting the color back and everything. Like,
Oh, I don't understand why you have to do this. I'm just gonna take it away later. Psh. Roses are red again.
and as you're all walking past, you head back into the Theater District, and Dr. Scowl opens up a bag that he has with him, and inside the bag are little tokens. They're like golden and sparkly, and each one of them has a smiley face on it. Will you help me give these back to people?
Yeah.
We would love to.
Bees.
Do you give each of the bees a token?
Oh
Yes.
my god.
Yes.
Yes.
And my swarm descends.
The
all
swarm
the
of
people.
smiles.
I love
My
it.
Our bees will blot out the sun.
And their smiles will make everyone happy? Question mark.
Be happy.
All around you, you start to hear laughter and see people smiling and chatting again, and no one's looking sad. And you start to hear people talking about how excited they are to see the play tomorrow.
Yay.
Hooray!
Yay!
Hey, Hey, Dr. Scowl, would you like to come to, see a play with us tomorrow? If you like acting, I bet we could find a spot for you, too.
You know, I think it's time for a new name. Call me Dr. Smile.
Yay!
Oh, it suits you.
Yay!
And Turquoise, you can come and play too. There's plenty of costumes that have many different colors on them that you
Oh,
could
that's
try
true.
on.
Oh, Turquoise is way out of earshot at this point.
Oh
Turquoise
yeah,
is
come back, Turquoise. I'll be your friend, Turquoise. I like the color green, Turquoise.
Green is a nice color.
Turquoise is just like coloring individual leaves, saying, this leaf is green again, this leaf is green again, this leaf is green again.
Select the fill tool. It'll go a lot faster.
Maybe try a gradient. It'll make things look a little colorful.
If you use the select wand and you highlight many things.
Photo editing princess.
Photoshop princess, love it.
Photoshop princess.
Yes.
Alright. So tell me how you would all like the episode to end. I
picture-
give narrative control of the episode over to the princesses.
I pictured that it goes to the next day and they put on their play and Dr. Scowl, formerly Dr. Scowl, now Dr. Smile, has like the lead role in the play of like the main dinosaur.
And I think Lycan Princess plays Meteor, who hangs out with Dr. Dinosaur and has like patches of green. And they're like, don't worry, I've been sitting on the earth long enough for Lycan to attach to me. And I will be the straight man, or sorry, I can't do anything like that. But I'll be the straight person to Dr. Smile's humorous
Oh, like
dinosaur
meteorite.
jokes.
Do I have a joke for you?
Gosh, Dr. Smiles, I sure want to hear it. That's my straight man. Yeah.
What did the dinosaur put on her steak? Ho ho ho.
I don't know, like A1 sauce?
Dino sauce.
Oh!
And Bree is just in the background in a dinosaur costume and then kicks over a tree.
I love it. And so everyone's happy, everyone is laughing in the audience and enjoying the show, and the actors are all so excited because they were afraid that no one was going to enjoy it because of how glum everyone was yesterday.
Yay!
Happy ending, curtains close.
Woo!
Literally
It's
and
the
figuratively.
day.
And then Disparity in the background. I'll be back.
Next
Disparity
time,
in the
Gadget.
background.
Next time.
They took Dr. Scowl away from me. At least I still have Turquoise and the Moobots.
I mean,
We'll
Lycan
be
Princess
back.
is gonna hunt down Turquoise and give them hugs until they're best friends. So, watch out.
There is one who walked the path of perpetual happiness. Whoever tasted a bite of their sword called them Lycan Princess.
And I picture Bree is gonna end up finding all the Moobots eventually because they ate mac and cheese, so she can sense where they are, and will continue to try to turn them into real cows so she can make more mac and cheese with their milk.
Yeah, being a robot cow and then getting turned into a real cow, I feel like that would be scary.
That'd be weird.
That does,
I'd be like, wait,
yes.
what's this biologicalness?
I have to sleep now? Aww.
Where are my buttons? Ah!
Bee Princess might not get permission from Queen Bee Linda to go and out and adventure next time because almost having the colors stolen from Bee Princess would be bad.
That would be terrible.
It would be terrible.
So, thank you all so much for being wonderful, excellent princesses.
Yay!
Yeah, thank you,
Yeah.
Abby.
if we want to go around and introduce yourselves again and say where people can find you if they love your face and voice and want to see more of the things that you do. We shall start with Alex, because I'm going in order of the way you appear on screen.
Oh boy. Hi, I'm Alex. I was B Princess. You probably even found me here from Twitter, so you probably already know I am Mr. Puddins. I live here, I run games here, I play games here. Tomorrow is another episode 22 of Steam Spell. Speaking of experimenting on individuals about their formal consent.
Yeah, Steam Spell is not family friendly.
I was gonna get there and be like, Steam Spell is very much for mature audiences.
Anyone under the age of 16, please do not watch it.
It is very much intended for mature audiences. It explores certain themes that the princesses here would not be delving into. So, but if you are interested in stuff like that and you like steampunk/dieselpunk in your RPGs, totally worth checking out tomorrow. Spoiler alert, there might be a dragon.
How'd you do that to me?
Anyway, that's me.
Ran.
Hello, everybody. It's me, Rad. Sorry about the little technical snafu there in the middle. I apologize. We had 2 lessons left. One was boots need to be tied tight to be useful, and not everyone wants to share. Those are the 2 lessons that we did not use that we could have used. I wanted to keep record of those. I am Shove the Books on Twitter. I am an occasional guest when I am lucky enough to have my schedule aligned on this amazing channel. Tomorrow I'm going to be on a different channel at like 7:30 in the morning because when your DM lives in a different country with a different time zone, you say, sure, 7:30 in the morning, no problem, I got you. And then you do it. I am also formally planning a couple new games I'm going to be running, maybe online, maybe offline. And you know what's hard? And I just want to put this out there. Like, when like 10 people are interested in playing a game and you have to actually choose which ones to play, that's like really tough, where you're like, oh, I don't want to be mean, but also please, if I could just DM 10 people, that'd be fine. I can't do it. I've DM'd 8 people, but that was only once, and it was a lot. So anyway, thank you everybody. Thank you Abby. Thank you cast members, and thank you audience. Y'all are great.
Boshi.
Hello, I am Boshi Adams. I am also Boshi_Adams on both Twitch as well as Twitter. I show up here and on Welcome to the Party. I'm hoping to be in more games in general, one-shots, maybe something longer, we'll see. And I'm generally on Twitter the most. But yeah, I do a lot of different things, and hit me up if you want. I'd love to be in some more games.
Sam.
Hey, I am Sam. You can find me on Twitter at @TheSamWisest. I am Samwise_GameG here on Twitch. I'm a TTRPG streamer and disability advocate. You can mostly see me here at the Chromatic Chimera. I will be here tomorrow on Steam Spell, where I play Mouse, the very sad tiefling cleric ranger. And you can see me on alternating Wednesdays in Agora's Bells as Blossom, the Tabaxi Rogue. Starting next Monday the 3rd, you can also see me here as part of No Initiative's new game, Dead Skies by Night, which is an Eberron set game. I'm super excited for it. I love my character. If you watched me in Ravnica over at Encounter Roleplay over the last year, it's the same group as our latest show. We're just moving on over to the Chromatic Chimera for a whole new Eberron game, and I'm really excited for it. Please check that out. What else I got going on? You can also see me at Heroes Without Limits. I'm one of the co-producers there. I'm going to be DMing a Dark Crystal-themed 5e game called Tales from Thra, which begins February 20th, so check that out. And I also just found out, I don't know if it's been announced yet, but I'm going to do it anyway because I want to. I'm going to be guesting over at the Straticus Academy on February 10th, so check that out. I'm really excited. I've never played over with them, but I've, check out what they do, and they seem like a bunch of really good beans who do great work, so I'm looking
You never know, you never know.
You never know.
I've played with them before. They're pretty awesome.
Oh, yeah? I mean, I know they're definitely, good people. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to finally get to roll some dice with them there.
For sure.
And last but certainly not least, Ryan.
There's the unmute button. Hi. My name is Ryan. You can find me on Twitter at the Simulacre. You find me here mostly. I live here as Gray, the Tiefling Warlock in the Steam spell game that is happening tomorrow, and is totally not giving me anxiety in every waking moment. It's going to be a rough episode tomorrow, so you definitely want to see it. Aside from that, the big thing that I've been doing recently is something called Sims Character Creations, wherein I could be commissioned to create about a minute to minute 30 or more small musical themes for your TTRPG character or stream or whatever. I'm also putting forth my narrative and vocal talents in case you want a recap done or something like that. And the response so far has been more than I ever could have imagined. I'm in the middle of a good commission right now and should hopefully be opening those back up soon. So thank you very much to everyone who supported me thus far.
Nice.
Super duper. All right. So thank you everyone for coming out and hanging out with us. I love running this game. I love honestly running everything that 9th Level Games has put out. They're a great company. The game, if you're interested and enjoyed watching this, the game is $13. I highly recommend grabbing a copy for yourself. It's super easy to learn, very short, and a great system if you ever are looking for something family friendly, or if you have children in your life that you think would be interested in learning role-playing games. Highly recommend it. Alex, do we have anything coming up on the channel that people should know about?
Steam spell tomorrow. Chromatic Koala is still going on. We're just gonna run it through the rest of the month because why not?
Nice.
We've already made so much. We made a decent chunk of money for the wildlife in Australia. Just because the wildfires have been calming down does not mean that they are going to need all the help that they can get in terms of conservation and habitat reconstruction. So please consider we have been, bot will drop links directly, and we have links if you scroll down below. We also have an additional link down below that if you want to directly donate to the CFA to help lend money to the volunteer firefighters who have sacrificed not only their time, but also quite possibly years of their lives fighting these fires.
Some have sacrificed their lives as well, so this is all funds that goes to help support them, their needs, their families, and things like that.
So and then if you're not into the direct link donation, anything that you donate bits wise, sub wise, is going to be donated by us directly to these organizations. So please consider donating while the Chromatic Koala is still going on.
All right.
Other than that, I don't think there's anything major. No Initiative starts up next week. That's kind of the big. Yeah. That's the big thing.
yeah. These next couple weeks are going to be really awesome, and stay tuned for news about potential new games, new shows starting on Chromatic Chimera over the next couple weeks, essentially. Right.
Yep.
And with
Keep
that,
your eyes peeled.
Yep. With that, we're going to go over to Dice Priory. Their stream has not quite started yet, so you are getting in right at the beginning. You're not gonna miss a thing.
Also, not a family-friendly stream.
Yeah,
Heads
not
up,
family-friendly.
anybody,
Anyone
Good
under
old
the
Daddy
age of
Matt
16 should
Foreman.
leave now.
Good old Daddy Matthew Foreman. Zaddy! Oh my god, web captioner picks up Zaddy.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.